Heading into this NHL season, the most hyped up prospect was Elias Pettersson of the Vancouver Canucks, and it was for good reason. He absolutely tore up the Swedish league at such a young age, breaking records, but I didn't really think he was going to come in and be a superstar in the NHL right away. But watching his first 5 games with the Vancouver Canucks, he has proved me wrong, because this guy is a force to be reckoned with already. He has shown that his size really isn't going to matter. He's still going to be able to put up points, and he's helping this Vancouver Canuck team win. They have a record of 3-2. That's a winning record for a team that was probably expected to be in the bottom 3 teams in the NHL when the season's over. And yes, it is still early, but it is a nice sign that Pettersson is getting points and the Vancouver Canucks are winning games. There is no doubt that through the first 5 games, Elias Pettersson has been the best Vancouver Canuck player, and I think we could even go as far as saying he is the best player on the team right now. And I know a lot of you Brock Besser fans aren't going to agree with that, but what Pettersson is doing is really undeniable. Brock Besser has kind of been in the shadows to start the year. He did score his first goal against the Tampa Bay Lightning, which is nice to see him get on the scoreboard, get some confidence up, because if he does get back to the form he was in last year before his injury, and Pettersson keeps it up, and Bo Horvat plays like we know he can, and Jake Virtanen and all those guys just keep continuing to get better, this could be a team that could give some teams in the NHL problems. I'm not saying they're going to be competing for a playoff spot when the season is winding down, but who knows, they could be playing some meaningful games towards the end of the season, and that would be something that a lot of these guys could get good experience from. And I know a lot of diehard Canucks fans won't like that. I'm sure you'd rather finish dead last than just miss out on the playoffs, but all in all, it is looking like the future is bright in Vancouver, and that's large part due to the amazing play of Elias Pettersson. Here's a quick look at the games Elias Pettersson has played in so far for the Vancouver Canucks. Opening night against the Calgary Flames in Vancouver, a goal and an assist in his NHL debut in under 10 minutes of time on ice. Very, very impressive. I'm sure you guys have all seen his first NHL goal. He was on a 2-on-1, absolute snipe short side, puck came right out. Just an amazing shot, and we know this guy is an amazing playmaker, but he probably does have one of the most underrated shots already. Just an absolute cannon. And then the second half of a home-and-home series with the Calgary Flames in Calgary, 2 goals and 1 assist for 3 points in 16 minutes of time on ice. And this just showed that he has confidence. He was making plays in this game that you really don't see rookies do, dangling people at the blue line, keeping the puck in, obviously getting 3 points as well. And then against the Carolina Hurricanes, an assist, 19 minutes time on ice. So obviously Green, I believe Travis Green is the head coach of the Vancouver Canucks, showing that he does have confidence in his young star to play him with that much minutes, and you have to, because he is playing so well. Then against the Tampa Bay Lightning, a win actually, which is kind of crazy to say, the Vancouver Canucks beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, a goal for Elias Pettersson in 16 minutes time on ice. And then last night, a win against the Florida Panthers, a goal, 13 minutes and 49 seconds of time on ice. So he has got a point in every single game he has appeared in so far this season. He has 8 points on the year. He has 5 goals, and I definitely don't see him slowing down anytime soon. The one bad thing is actually last night he did get injured off of a hit by Michael Matheson. It wasn't really a hit. If you guys are familiar with WWE, it was kind of a body slam. Anything, he literally body checked him into the boards, which was a clean play. I don't think Pettersson would have been injured from it. But then after he had him held up against the boards, he kind of picked him up and slammed him down, which is a very dangerous play. And I'm sure for Vancouver Canucks fans, that was a really tough thing to see, because you were so impressed from what you've been seeing from the team so far this season, and I don't really see them winning many games if Elias Pettersson is not in the lineup. So hopefully it's not a serious injury, maybe miss a game or two, hopefully he's just day-to-day, but that definitely was a very, very dangerous play, something that really could break a collarbone, hurt a spine, a lot of things could go wrong there. He could have hit his head off the ice and got a concussion. Really anything, you don't pick up a player and slam him on the ice, because that's really just asking for something bad to happen. I'm going to be very curious to see what the NHL does with this hit. Are they going to suspend Michael Matheson? In my opinion, he should get a hearing. I don't really think Michael Matheson has been suspended before, really done anything dirty. Obviously, Pettersson should get used to this type of stuff, though, because he's going to be targeted by the other teams. They're going to want to finish their hits on him. They're going to want to do some dirty things here and there just because, you know, he's a new player in the NHL and he's already tearing it up. So obviously we are going to see these things, but you never like to see a dangerous play like that, especially on a young kid who's been playing so well, and especially for Vancouver Canucks fans that probably was a stinger to see because they were beating the Florida Panthers. They did hold on to win that game, which is a good thing, but they really could have ended up losing that game because Elias Pettersson is no longer in the lineup. I don't really think any new news has come out on it just yet, but I'm very curious to hear what you guys think about that hit or that body slam. Do you think Michael Matheson should face any type of discipline for that play? So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video, just showcase the stats of Pettersson and give you guys my thoughts on his play so far. I've seen some people even comparing him to Wayne Gretzky, which I think is a little bit of a stretch, but I definitely think he could turn out to be a generational talent. He reminds me of Pavel Datsyuk, the things he can do. In the preseason, obviously, we saw him break ankles with his dangles, so amazing play by Elias Pettersson so far. I hope he gets well soon. I hope that injury isn't really anything long-term that could hurt his career or hurt the Vancouver Canucks season. But with that being said, I'm very curious to hear what you guys think about Elias Pettersson and his play so far. Do you think he's been living up to the hype? Do you think he's overrated? Is he the best player on that team? All that type of stuff, let me know down in the comments section below. And with that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel for daily NHL content. And I will see you guys all in the next video.